Did I never turn on my microphone? That's a great start, alright. Anyway, Germany versus Latvia. Latvia waiting for a fourth. I'm right now gonna go into voice call. Hold on a bit. Alright, we're back. And we can start off. Hello everybody, welcome. And we can start off our first match between Germany and Latvia. Latvia getting a sub. Both missed the beginning. By the way, you can watch the other stream right now. There is a match between Croatia and Europe. And we are waiting for the start. And Germany versus Latvia is ready to start. And we are here, Germany playing in black and Latvia playing in white. Kristapel on the puck after the face-off. I still have the music on white. Right. And a goal for Team Latvia as Golum, the sub, scores a wonderful deflection in, and Latvia takes the lead. Now Storm. The Storm is... wait, what? There's Storm and there is Kristapel. No, what? Who's that last guy? Stormis are Kristapupidari. Now Barak to Butterfly. Back to Barak. Again to Butterfly. Germany now starting an attack. Now Barak. And now it's the Storm. Over to Pidari. To Cristapello. I'm gonna have to check who Pidari actually is. Latvia. No, actually I have no idea. Could be ice. Oh, but Butterfly now gets in through the Latvian defense, and it's a goal for Germany. And a wonderful one at that. And Barak, oh, almost getting in with another one. Storm. No, it's Barak. Over to Butterfly. To King Ace, wonderful header! And Germany takes the lead. Now Barak tries to win the face-off, but doesn't. But kinda does, I don't know. How does face-off wins even work? Cristapello, long pass over the Gollum. Now to Storm. Now Barak on the puck again. Now Butterfly. And it's a long shot, and it's in. Barak scores. 3-1. Now every single game is very important here in the group stage, as you want to win as much as possible in the two games you have. And Barak immediately scores another 4-1. Genghis. Now it's Genghis again. But Storm gains the puck. Tried to pass to somebody, or maybe just a dump. Now Pidari. Passing to Gollum. Gollum still holding on to the puck. Tries to pass. But Barak goes through. Cristapello. Oh, but Gollum is the one who scores. And Latvia gets a second. Storm. Now moving up. If Latvia managed to gain at least a point from this game, that would be amazing for them. Cristapello. Now trying to start an attack. Now Pidari over to Storm. Now Genghis. Over to Barak with Gollum fighting for it as well. Genghis shooting in, and a top left corner has been hit. Perfect accuracy on that shot, and Germany takes the 5th goal. Wait, it's just period 1. Well, 1 more minute left in the period. Barak starts another attack. This time blocked by Storm, but he doesn't block this one from Butterfly, who was waiting for the rebound. And it's a wonderful goal for Team Germany as they get a 6th. Now Barak moves forward, gets past the defense and scores. It's a hat-trick, and Germany leads by 5. This is the type of level you'll probably see all the way until the final. if they keep this up. It wouldn't be surprising if this team eventually won the tournament. Storm fighting with Kingis. Now Kingis sending it out to Barak. It's Golem on the puck now. Golem of the Storm. Back to Golem. Now Barak to Butterfly. And it's a dump. It's out to Danny. Tries to pass to anybody. Now Barak almost utilizing a big mistake from Golem, but that's the end of period number 1. Meanwhile, let's check on the other stream. Europe is leading 4-3 against Croatia with 3 minutes to go. And we are almost ready to start off the second period. So, 9 goals in the first period. Most of them going to Team Germany. And we'll see if they can keep that up in period number 2. Cristapello passing over to Storm. Now King is fighting for the puck. Now Barak. Danny with the long dump. It's over to Cristapello now, who dumps it out as well. Now King is passing forward to Butterfly. Storm, what a wonderful save. Now Barak. It's Storm again. And it's a dump from the Latvians. In the other game there's 90 seconds left and it's tied at 4-4 between Croatia and Europe. Now Barak. Trying to stop the absolute insane upset that would be if Latvia won this. King is passing to Barak, trying to pass forward. Now it's Storm. Well, long shot, but goes wide. By the way, Flows, if you're watching this, hello. I see you in chat, but I think that was a couple of minutes ago. Alright. Storm. It's over to Danny now. Not Cristapello. By the way, I'll... Just checking on the other game, there's 15 seconds left, and we're still tied at 4. Their game might go into overtime, so if you want to watch that, you can on the Deus71_ channel. I highly recommend. And yes, they are heading into overtime. Meanwhile, in here we have Barak trying to attack. Still no goals scored in the second period. And a wonderful goal from Cristapello as Latvia brings it only 4 goals away. Now Butterfly was shot, goes, hits the post. Very close. Golem. By the way, the match between Croatia and Europe could decide who goes on to the playoffs, because the other team in their group is Poland, and so the losing team will have to do something against Poland if they want to advance. So that other overtime is probably for the quarterfinals right now, very clearly. In this group, I mean, Latvia could win, and Storm brings it one closer. Germany are falling apart very slowly, but they are. They've seemed to lost focus. Seem to have lost focus. And Latvia is only 3 goals away. Let's see what the other channel casts.
What a close call there. TVR could almost secure the win there.
Alright, thank you, that was Deus. And another goal from Butterfly. I mean, I'm sorry for not paying attention to this game, but the other one is in overtime, so. But yeah, Butterfly again extending their lead, and that's the first German goal in the second period. The other game is already 2.5 minutes into overtime. Barak. Now Stormy. Golem. Stormy again. Wait, no, that was not Storm. That was Peter. Whatever. Barak. Oh, breaking through the defense but couldn't score. 10 seconds. Cristapello bumps it out. Now Pirari. Pirari, wonderful goal for Latvia. And that's the end of period number 2. I will now proceed to go to the other game for as long as these guys haven't started.
Shot to middle, no one is there to quite get it into net. Gets blocked by Malone as well. Back to Flip now. Flip gets blocked by Malone. Up to David here. Gets blocked by the Croatian team. Learn on the puck in the enemy's corner. Treska blocks it. Back to Cavino. David on the puck by his owner, touches it back. Leroy is there to catch it. Back to Flip. Flip right takes it back. Malone is there to cover it.
Alright, that was that, and we are back to the Germany-Latvia match, and Butterfly opens the third period with a goal for Germany. Now King is sending it over to Barak. Now Barak to Kingis. Oh, and Team Europe has won after 4 minutes and 57 seconds of overtime. They have scored the winning goal against Croatia. And Butterfly scores another for Germany. That's the 10th. And it's a 5-goal difference. And Kingis scores yet another. We seem to have been having a bit of problems with Deus' stream as his power got cut off. So that's quite unfortunate. Now Barak over the butterfly. Wonderful save from Pidari. Barak. But now Storm gets it. It's over the golem. Tried to pass to Pidari, but couldn't. Skingis now sends it over to butterfly. Germany on the attack once again. Can they take a 7-goal lead? Barak. Oh, just narrowly misses the net. And now it's Pidari in attack for Latvia. Now Pidari. It's over to Cristapello. I am dealing with managing the tournament in the background, so don't mind me. And what a long shot from Storm! An amazing goal for Latvia as he brings it to a 5-goal difference. Now Barak and Cristapello on the face-off. Barak over to Dani. Now Golem to Cristapello, trying to keep position, but Barak just shoves it through, and it's gonna be Butterfly awarded with the goal, and that's the 6th goal for Butterfly as they make it 12. And another goal for Germany. Kingis. This time on it. And Germany is gonna be keeping that attack going. Barak. Oh, in the middle of Butterfly could have pushed it in. I think Germany has scored so many goals that it overlaps with the timer now. Now Kingis was shot and Golem, wonderful save. Germany has been dominating this game on shots, with every second one pretty much going in. But that is true on both sides. At least close to being exactly true. Stormy, ooh, great attempt. Alright, and we are moving into the last couple of seconds of the game. Germany has pretty much already won this. And by the way, the other stream is back on. They're gonna be having Sweden versus Finland, so I would watch that one. And Cristapello shoots one in with just a couple of seconds left. It's only a difference of 6 between these two teams. And that's gonna be the game. Germany taking the win. Congratulations to Team Germany as they win 13-7. Now, if you can, please stand up for the national anthem of Germany. Congratulations on the win. Alright, thank you. And now we're gonna be very quickly moving on to the other game. So we have Team Britain against Team France, or France Switzerland. Wait, did I write that wrong? France Switzerland. What? Yeah, that should be the name. Okay. Good, and then I can swap this out for France and Britain. And the other game has begun between Sweden and Finland. Wait, I didn't set this up properly. Doesn't matter, I can just go and do it now. And here we have it. France, Switzerland against Great Britain. The first match for both these teams on this tournament. In the other game, Sweden has already taken the lead. And France already taking the lead with Gaia being the one to score. Wonderful goal. Alright, I'm done with all the stuff in the background. Oh wait, no, it's period 1. And we are here. France, Switzerland against Great Britain. This is the first ever Great Britain game that they have in the LC Nationals. France, Switzerland, I mean the French team has been here last time. They finished bottom of their group, haven't won a single match, but here they are to try to make it to the playoffs for the first time ever. Olekski gonna start the attack for Team Great Britain, but Gaia steals the puck, tries to go in, but Rob makes the save. Now Gaia taking the puck again. It's Fred. Now Woozy sends it forward. It's Zorks. Now it's over to Gaia. He can shoot, but doesn't get past the rope. Zorks to Gaia. Back to Zorks. Now Fred. Passing over to Alexei. Now Rob. Oh, and a wonderful shot from Josh. Now Gaia on the puck again. Bavael over to Xorx. Now Woozy. The French are passing between each other way more frequently. But now it's Great Britain on the attack. Josh doesn't get past Bavael. Now Rob with the rebound. And Xorx manages to block that one out. Wonderful defensive action from the French. Now Josh over to Fred. Doesn't get past Xorx as he now takes the puck. Now Woozy passing back to Bavael. Now Woozy. It's over to Rob. Dangerous situation for Team France Switzerland. Josh. Now it's Gaia. A long pass to Xorx. Gaia again. Olekski. Passing back to Rob. Josh almost gets the puck stolen from him by Woozy. The British now start their attack. It's to Fred, but he doesn't get past Xorx and Gaia. The All-Star MVP, scoring 5 goals, Fred, is really struggling in attack right here against the French. Now Olekski. It's Gaia now. Rob passing it back to Fred. Zerks. Now Olekski. Trying to find a passing angle. But doesn't get it all the way to Fred as Woozy gets it out. And Woozy once again. Amazing attack from the French. And now Gaia was shot and it's in. 2-0.
Where you know that the rule of the game
And Gaia and Fred on the face-off. And Gaia again, where a shot goes barely wide. Now Rob. But it's over to Woozy. You know, Woozy is a very nice guy. But Gaia! Last second goal in the first period. And gets the hat-trick. I was just about to mention how I used to play with Woozy almost 3 years ago now. On the same team. Very nice guy. But Gaia proving himself with our third goal. By the way, in the other game, after the first period, it's Sweden-Finland 4-2. Sweden is leading by 2 goals. Both very big national rivalries played at the same time. And now Great Britain making a substitution. Osama coming in for Fred. This really isn't Fred's night tonight. As we move on to period number 2. Baval and Rob on the face-off. It's now Josh over to Rob. Now Xorx gets the puck away from them and dumps it. Olexki and Gaia fighting for the puck. Gaia. Rob trying to pass to Josh. Now Olexki will pass to Josh. Despite it only being the first period, France has already set up a massive mountain to climb for Great Britain and are very close to their first ever LC Nationals win. Now Josh tried to shoot but doesn't get past Woozy, who stood in the goal. Now Osama trying to find a pass but doesn't. It's Vavail now. Josh and Woozy fighting for the puck. There's also Osama, but Woozy gets it out to his teammate Vavail. But a bit of trouble for the French. Oh, and now a shot goes barely wide. Now Osama getting the puck in a good position, shooting. It's over to Josh now. But he couldn't do anything with the puck as Vavail tries to get it out. It's Josh. Now it's Rob again. It's to Josh. Was shot, but Vavail makes the save. Woozy makes another save on the rebound and a dump from the French team. Now Rob over to Osama. Osama with a shot. Osama to Rob, oh my god! Osama to Josh to Rob, and it's the first goal for Team Great Britain in LC Nationals history. They get there first. But will they score more? That is the question the French will have to prepare for. Pavel of the Woozy. That was Osama. Passing over to Rob. Over to Josh. Well, shot and it's in! And the difference is only 1. As Great Britain get very close to equalizing. And now Woozy starts the attack for France, Switzerland, but Osama stood in the correct position to make that save. Now Woozy starts another attack. Josh. Now it's to Xerx. And Woozy, another great shot from the French team. Now Gaia tries to get it in. Some of the save. Now Vavail has to make a save. Woozy tries to pass. Oh my god, chaos in front of the British net. Now Vavail will pass to Xerx, but it doesn't go through all that well as Josh now tries to go for the wraparound, but wonderful saving of the situation from Vavail. Now Woozy tried to make a shot. Now Josh and Vavail makes a wonderful save. Woozy. It's to Xerx. Well, shot goes barely wide. Olixki dumps it out. It's over to Josh though. Last 60 seconds in the second period. Rob almost getting through, but wonderful defense from Xerx. Manages to stop the British attack, but now a loss of the puck to Josh. And now chaos in front of the French net. Very high tense moments in this game. Woozy gets it out to Gaia, but Olixki is gonna get there first. Olixki is sandwiched by Xerx and Gaia though, but not anymore, as he is no longer pressured to start the attack for the Brits. But now a mistake, and Woozy doesn't send it all the way, actually dumps it out. And now Rob is gonna start probably the final attack of the period. And there's not enough time left to go the other way. It's the end of period number 2. France, Switzerland leading 3-2 over Great Britain. And let's check how the other game is doing. So after almost 2 periods being complete, Sweden is leading over Finland 7-3. And we're gonna get another substitution. Olixki is coming off for Great Britain. Oh, people are asking for an interview with Gaia. I'm not sure if we have time for that. But I'll try to make it. So France, Switzerland against Great Britain. Olixki on the puck. Yes, he has returned back into the lineup. And in the other game, after 2 periods, Sweden leads 8-3. A very strong lead against Finland. Rob over to Josh. Was shot and it's in. And Josh makes the game even. Xerx. Now Josh tried to create. He actually did create a dangerous situation. Now Josh again, but barely wide. As the Brits continue their attack, they seem to have figured out the tactic against the French, as they have now scored 3 unanswered goals to even the game. But a long shot from Xerx, almost catching Olixki off guard. Vavail, but it's only to Josh, who immediately tried to punish but didn't get past Xerx. Alexki. Now with the Rob. Pavel now. But a Rob rebound doesn't get past the defense of the French. And France, Switzerland really need to start coming up with ideas on what to do, as they are now constantly facing British attacks. And somebody has paid for me to hydrate, so I'm gonna go ahead and drink water. By the way, if anything happens, make sure to scream. I'm back. And I got a glass of water. Hi. Alright. So far, still even with 2 minutes left on the clock. And it's looking more and more like it will go into overtime with these two teams. In which case we will not have time to interview Gaia. Bozy was shot. Ooh, great attempt. Even though France, Switzerland do play the last game of the night on this stream, so I could interview Gaia after the second game, because that will be the last of the night. Rob. Now Osama. Ooh, great attempt, but Bozy making the save. Zerks. So to Gaia, but Rob tried to get in there and actually does cause a bit of chaos. Now Gaia trying to fight for the puck in attack. The French have really improved since last time, but they'll still need to take on these teams that were always in full power. I mean, Great Britain is here for the first time, but we can see that they have a wonderful lineup. What's the other game doing? Oh, 9-3 for Sweden, okay. By the way, thanks to all the Gaia fans, we actually have a lot more viewers on here than on the Sweden-Finland match, which is crazy. There are 30 seconds left, has been marked, and soon we'll hit the 10-second mark, as there is not much time left. And 10 seconds to go. Rob tries to make a pass to Josh, but Rob will just camp it for an overtime, as these two rivals set themselves up in a tie game, and we head into overtime. Pavel sending it out, but nobody there from his team. Alexi, but now Zerk steals it. Sama. Bozy. Now it's Zerks. Alexki. Zerks. Now Alexki again. A lot of fighting here for the puck. Now Osama gets on it. Josh. Josh gets past everybody, and Great Britain take their first win on LC Nationals. And congratulations to the British as they take this And now, if you can, please stand up for the national anthem of Great Britain. Wait. Or rather, the United Kingdom. Thank you. And now we'll soon move on to hold on. On to the next matches. As we move in here, Latvia away. Where is okay. And Latvia, Netherlands is, will be prepared. Ta-da-da. And Sweden beat Finland 12-3. So that is the score of that game. And right now we move on to the game between Latvia and the Netherlands. We'll have Gaia on the interview after his last group game, which will be, well, in about 2 hours. Alright. We are ready to see the first game of the Netherlands on the tournament. We have Pidari, Cristapello, Storm and now Fly in Latvia's team, and in the Netherlands we have Milan, Luka, Flows and Chaucy taking the charge. And this is not overtime. And almost a first goal for the Netherlands. And it's a restart from the Latvians. And we have we're restarting, and here we are, and Fly is not here. Alright, Fly is here now, and we are getting into the game. Cristapello getting the puck and dumping it out immediately. Now Chaucy. Yeah, of course, Latvia playing in brown and the Netherlands playing in blue. Chaucy now a shot, Fly makes the save. Fly sends it out to Cristapello, but Flows gets to the puck. The Dutch are a team that we expect that they'll do very well, as the Latvians are in the tournament for the first time, and the Dutch have already made it into 2 grand finals. Of course, losing both of them, unfortunately. By the way, in the other game, Poland has scored 3 goals in the first minute against Croatia from their first 3 shots. Now Chaucy trying to push it through, but Storm and Fly making the defense. This is a very important game for Latvia, as if they do not win here, they are surely out of the competition. The same applies for Croatia, who are already losing by 3 goals in the other game, which you can see on Deus71_, the Twitch channel. Now Fly trying to bring it up. It's Chaucy now, passing to Milan. Back to Chaucy, was shot. Ooh, Fly makes a wonderful save. And Latvians are keeping this even for as long as they can, despite not having a shot yet. Now Chaucy to Flows, Cristapello, wonderful save. Now Luka passing over to Chaucy, back to Flows, to Luka. Great passing action, and now a shot from Luka. The Netherlands are just going all out, but Fly is not letting them in. But this chip shot by Chaucy is the first one that makes it past, and the Netherlands lead 1-0. It took a while, about 3 minutes, but the Latvian defense has been broken. And now we'll see if they can start off their offense as well. Chaucy over to Flows, to Luka. Back to Flows, now to Chaucy, over to Flows, to Luka, to Milan. But Milan couldn't handle the puck. Fly It's now Luka. Luka. And now Pidari! Ooh! Wonderful shot. But couldn't break through. Now Luka. Over to Milan. Fly. Now Fly, oof, doesn't get past Chelsea. Now, oh, now Pidari, but Chelsea makes a shot. Great attack from the Netherlands so far. As Pidari now makes it up though for Team Latvia. But the Netherlands defense stops them from even trying to shoot. But they do have one. Now Fly. It's over to Milan, and that ends the first period. So far the Netherlands have been dominating on shots, but only one goal went in. The defense of Latvia is very strong, but they need to start putting attention into their offense as well. So far in the other game, after the first period, Poland is leading by 4-0 against Croatia. Now Luka. Chelsea was shot, but doesn't get past the defense of Latvians. Oh, and now Pidari tried to attempt a shot. Storm over to Pidari. It's now Pidari again to Cristapello. Cristapello sends it out. Flows over to Luka. Cristapello. Now Fly fighting with Chelsea over the puck. Now Flows gets the puck in a really good position, but couldn't shoot it in. And now Chaos in front of the Latvian goal. But Cristapello dumps it out. Now Milan over to Chelsea, but Fly makes a wonderful interception and goes the other way. It's to Cristapello now. I mean, we can't forget that last time Belarus managed to defeat the Netherlands in the group stage. So the Dutch team isn't really as stable as their results might show, but they still find their way to the final every single time. But every match in the group stage is almost as important as a playoff, as there are only 2 of them for each team. I mean, I could have not cared about streaming every game and just put every team on like 5 games in the group stage, but you know. Now Luka over to Chelsea, was shot in, it's in! Chelsea gets the Netherlands a second goal. And Latvia is struggling to pick up offensive power and momentum. Cristapello sends it to Pidari, but Flows steals the puck. Now Fly in a good position, Flows makes a block. Now Fly again, trying to attack. But there's nobody in net as Chelsea takes the puck, but Storm, wonderful save. Absolutely incredible in the Latvian goal. Now Flows sends it back to Luka. Luka holding the puck. Cristapello. Ooh, sends it too far back for the Latvians. Now Fly gets scared of Chelsea and dumps the puck away, but it's a wonderful passing dump. Now Luka getting past everybody to Milan, and it's in! Milan scores and the Netherlands lead by 3. In the other game we have Poland leading 5-0 against Croatia. Now Luka. Storm. Over to Pidari. Now Pidari over the Storm. Storm. Now it flows. Flows on the puck. Moving forward. Now Joshua shot. Wonderful save from the Latvians. Now Luka sends it backwards over to Fly. Now Cristapello over the Storm. The Latvian defense has been doing wonders tonight against the Dutch, but it's simply not enough. But Storm gets one in, and the Latvians have started a comeback. They're only 2 away, and this could save their tournament dreams. Cristapello over the Storm, and it's a dump away to end period number 2. Meanwhile, the other game is 6-1 for the Polish against the Croatians. And we move on to period number 3. And it's a goal for Fly, and Latvia are only 1 goal away from tying this. A wonderful contact goal for the Latvians, and I accidentally opened Firefox. And the Latvians seem to be picking up pace. Storm. Now it's Luka. Luka again. Now Cristapello gains possession. It's Chelsea now. Storm with a long shot, barely missing the net. Now Fly gets the puck in a good position. Cristapello over the Fly. Now flows. It's Storm now on the puck, fighting with Chelsea. The Latvians are still 1 goal down, and Chelsea wanted to make that 2. Cristapello of the Storm. But now Milan starts another attack and this one goes in. The bottle flies away out of this universe and the Netherlands have scored another one. It's 4-2 for the Dutch. Now Fly. So to Chelsea to Milan. Chelsea doesn't get past Cristapello as Latvia starts another attack, but this pass was a bit too strong, causing a bit of problems in the Latvian attack. Oh, Storm could have pushed that one in for a crash. And now Luka is having some troubles. Storm tried to do a wraparound, but stopped by Luka and Chelsea. Now Pidari passing over to Cristapello. Luka sends one to Milan. Back to Luka. Now Cristapello getting the puck in attack. Tried to deflect it off of Luka in the net, but Flows was there to save it. Oh, and now a wonderful save from Pidari. On the line. But there's 2 minutes and 2 goals for Latvia to score. Storm starts another attack. Shoots wide to Cristapello now. Fly. Now Pidari on the puck. Fly with possession to Pidari. Now Chelsea. It's to Storm now. Luka. Pidari. Not much time left. A little bit under 90 seconds. Now Fly on the puck, goes forward, but doesn't get past Chelsea. Now Fly again. Well shot. Luka this time making the save. And now Chelsea the other way. Cristapello making a wonderful deflection to take it off the goal. "60 seconds left. Not much time for the Latvians. Storm trying to send it out. Now Fly over to Pidari, who shoots it in. There's still hope for Latvia, as they are 1 goal away with 48 seconds to go. Fly and Luka on the face-off. And Fly wins it. Sends it over to Storm, who tried to just nudge it in the net, but couldn't. Now Chelsea the other way. Goes barely wide. Cristapello. It's over to Chelsea now. A shot that goes wide. Fly, 30 seconds. But Luka gains possession in the worst possible moment for the Latvians. But Fly manages to save that. Now Flows. Fly, another save. Now Chelsea a shot. Goes wide. The Dutch are completely fighting with all that they can. And now Chelsea misses the net. 10 seconds. But the Dutch are still in the lead. Latvians need to start an attack now. Fly goes in there, bumped by Luka, and Luka is gonna hold it, and Cristapello can't get the last shot off, and the Netherlands take the win 4-3, just barely. And Latvia is unfortunately out of the tournament, as this will end their journey. Meanwhile, in the other game, it's 11-2 for Poland against Croatia, as Croatia might be the next team knocked out if they lose this, which is almost certain by now. And let me just update. I mean, Latvia fought viciously and until the end, but that first period really left a mark on the game. And the Netherlands, wait a minute, what did I do? Netherlands take the win over Latvia and have secured themselves a spot in the playoffs. And if you can, please stand up to the national anthem of the Netherlands. Thank you. I'm just gonna do something real quick. Alright, the other game ended 11-2. So Croatia is unfortunately also out of the tournament. And we'll head into our next match, which is Great Britain, Slovakia. Oh yeah, we're actually ahead of schedule now for the first time. So right now we'll have Finland against Czechia on the other stream. There was 71 underscore. And then on this stream we have Great Britain, Slovakia coming up. So just Slovakia being the champions of the first ever LC Nationals. Wait, what's going on with that? Okay. Okay. Alright, so you can see it in their name. You have the star. That's because they won the first ever LC Nationals, and then Czechia on the second one. So you'll be able to see that on the other stream right now as they're gonna be playing Finland. Yeah, Czechia and Slovakia are very close countries, and they are even closer by the fact that their group stage matches are played at the same time. Alright. And we're almost ready to start off the Great Britain-Slovakia matchup in Group D. Meanwhile, on the other stream is a Group C matchup between Finland and Czechia. Here we are, Great Britain playing in blue against Slovakia playing in white. Rob and Nick on the opening face-off, and Mishki gains control of the puck. Now it's Matinen. Slovakia with quick reflexes opening the match. Now Oliksi to Osama. Now Josh is on the puck. Mishki. This is Great Britain's last match of the group stage. They have won their first, so they're not in as much of stress as if they would have lost it. Slovakia is possibly the favorite to win the group, but the other teams have shown in their first match that they're not gonna just let their game go away. And also, if I remember correctly, Slovakia is... Wait, no, actually, yeah. The first time they did qualify first out of their group stage. Out of their group. The second time they didn't. They finished second, but still made the playoffs. Now Nick was shot, but... What? And Mishki scores! As Slovakia gets one in. A wonderful goal for the Slovak national team, even though it might have been just pushed in. Now Nick. Over to Mishki. To Samik. Slovakia starting another attack as they want to prove themselves on this tournament. Matinen, wonderful save. That's the first save for the Slovak team. Now Rob immediately makes another one. And now a shot from Josh. Now Osama is fighting with Mishki. Samik passing to Nick. It was shot and Oliksi makes the save. Samik over to Mishki. Has the other game started? Yes, it has. Samik over to Matinen. Now it's to Oliksi. Matinen dumps it out, but it's only to Oliksi. Mishki now on the puck. Now Matinen was shot. Ooh, wonderful attack. Now Osama sends it over to Josh. To Rob. Was shot and a deflection from Josh, but nothing gets past Matinen. Samik, quick pass to Mishki, over to Nick. Slovakia now start an attack. And now a shot from Mishki hits the post. Now Samik was shot, who barely goes wide. Slovakia really unlucky with these two shots right here. But now Great Britain starts the attack the other way. Now Rob. It's over to Josh. Now Samik gets on the back. Matinen. Pass to Nick. Now Lixki. Over to Samik. Ooh, dangerous position for Samik, but Mishki now on the back to Samik. To Mishki. Ooh, almost just nudging it in. And now Rob doesn't get it past Matinen. Now Josh was shot. And Rob with a crash. Just like he always does. And Great Britain have managed to equalize. With barely any time left in the first period. This is gonna be a big shock to the Slovak players over the break. Between the first and the second period. Rob dumps one out. And that's gonna be the end of the first period. And Great Britain Slovakia currently 1-1. Meanwhile, in the other game we have right now, it's Finland-Czechia. Czechia is leading by 1 goal, 2-1 so far, with 2 minutes left in the first period. And we're off to the second period. Nick passing to Matinen. Now Lixki fights with Samik and Mishki. It's over to Josh now. Now Nick passing over to Samik. Nick once again. Now Mishki. Now Josh trying to push one through, but the attack opportunity goes to Slovakia as now Mishki passes to Samik, but doesn't get past the block of Rob. Nick over to Mishki. Now it's Nick again. Back to Mishki. To Nick. Ooh, great shot. Now Nick to Mishki. But Fred gets in there. Now Samik. Samik. Ooh, great attempt. Now Fred shoots it out, but missing the net. Josh. Wait, no, Nick dumping it out for Team Slovakia. Now Mishki wrap around. Oh my god, how did he miss that? And now Fred goes the other way. It's over to Josh. Pass to Rob. Nick. Passing to Samik. This is the first game for Slovakia on this tournament. And they're currently playing a tie game against the British, but now Fred scores and Great Britain takes the lead for the first time in this game. Wonderful play from the British offense, and Fred gets his first of the tournament, if I'm not wrong. Yes, I'm not. Oh, now Fred could get another, and he does. The MVP of the LC League All-Star game has scored another one. He has scored 5 on the first day, and he has scored 2 today. Now Samik trying to send it out, but Rob in the way. Now Samik again, with a shot that goes wide. Olixki passing to Fred. To Josh. Over to Rob. Britain once again in attack. Fred again. Now Mishki trying to get in the way. Olixki to Josh. Josh sends... Ooh, Martinen with the save. Now Fred to Josh. Back to Fred, but couldn't get it there. Samik over to Nick. Nick passing to Mishki. Was shot and it's in! It squeezes in through Olixki. And Slovakia makes a second goal. Wonderful attack from the Slovaks. But they're still one goal away from tying this. But a contact goal is very well valued. Now Mishki tried to go for a wraparound, but Fred was there to stop him. Martinen trying to pass forward to Mishki, but Rob was in the way. Now Nick with the puck, passing to Mishki, and oh, a slow shot nearly went in for Team Slovakia. Now Samik. So to Fred now, who will start the attack for the British, but losing the puck behind his own net. I mean behind his own red line. Now Samik tried to crash it in. Now Martinen unfortunately deflecting the shot into his own net, and Rob managing to score that for Britain. It was a regular dump, but it ended up in the net, and Great Britain takes a 2-goal lead yet again. Now Josh trying to send it out. Mishki. It's over to Nick. Now Olixki. Nick almost sending it in. Samik to Nick. Chaos in front of the British net. But Rob sends one out. And it's to Fred. To Rob, and what a passing. What a pass from Fred, and this one goes in. Wonderful one-timer, and Rob had that basically for free. And Great Britain now takes a 3-goal lead for the first time in the game. Now Olixki. Now it's Rob. Over to Josh. And Josh scores one in. And it's 6 for the British. As Slovakia has nothing they can respond with at this moment. And they're... Oh, Matt Samik! Samik, wonderful face-off goal! Absolutely amazing as Slovakia gets one back. But they have still 3 more until the equalizer. And Samik, can he do it again? No, he cannot. Fred was prepared this time. Now Nick, ooh, great angle to shoot from, but the British defense closed in very fast. Now Samik in a good position. Rob makes the save. Rob makes another one. Off the rebound. Now Samik to Mishki behind the British net. Now Martinen tried to shoot it in. Samik with a couple seconds left. And they cannot get it in for another Great Britain Slovakia after 2 periods, 6-3. And let's check. And yes, so far it is 4-2 for Czechia in the other game against Finland. Nick. Now it's to Mishki. Now Martinen. Over to Samik. Now Martinen. It's Josh with a free open goal, and he will absolutely ice it in. And that's a 7 for Great Britain. Mishki to Josh, and another one that goes in. It's a hat-trick for Josh as he gets his third. 8-3 for Great Britain, and that's despite Slovakia having more shots. which is a clear showcase that the British defense has been carrying this game. Nick. Ooh. Now a great dump from the British, as Mattinen has to get it out. It's to Rob. Now Fred. The British have yet another attack ready. And Joshua, weird angle to shoot from, but still great attempt. Now Samik, he is all alone in attack, and Oliksi couldn't save that, and Slovakia gets one back. 4 minutes left. While the other game after 2 periods is heading into period number 3, Finland, Czechia 2-4. Now Samik in attack. Rob. Now doesn't get it past the center line. As now Fred now tried to do something against Nick, but couldn't. And now it's a pass into the center. Mattinen is going to make the shot, but goes wide. Now Josh, and he'll ice another one. And that one just goes in. I don't think that's the correct term, but it's a 9th for the British, and it's a 5-goal difference. Now Nick. It's Oliksi now. A long attempt to Josh. Now Mishki. Oliksi now. To Rob. Over to Fred. Now Josh. Fighting with the puck. Over the puck with Mattinen. Now Samik. Will attempt to start another attack. Now Nick could have shot that in perfectly, but he didn't. And now another shot from Team Slovakia. Now Josh. Oh, wonderful attack from Josh, but can he do something with this position? He'll pass to Fred, back to Josh. And Nick gets the puck. And it's over to Mishki. Oh my god, he misses! Incredible at what has happened in the Slovak attack. That should have been a clear goal. But now it's an attack the other way. It's over to Rob. Now Fred gets it again. Back to Rob. Was shot. But it's only to Josh. And Josh couldn't crash it in. Now Samik. Fred. And now it's Mattinen. Over to Nick. Now Samik. Oh, but Fred stood in the way. Now Samik again. Now Mishki. Back to Samik. Now Josh on the other way. On the other side. Now Oliksi on the puck. The Brits have a very comfortable lead heading into the last minute, as 5 goals are absolutely difficult to catch up from in a minute. It's not impossible, but it's also very improbable. Fred now sends one to Josh. Now Samik almost sending it to Mishki, but Fred had something to say about that. Now Josh. Nick. To Josh. Now Oliksi was shot, and that one pushes in for a 10th. And the British have taken a 6-goal lead with barely any time left. And now Josh and no, it's just Rob who is not here. And for the last 10 seconds. The Brits have whipped out their secondary lineup and they take the win 10-4. Josh scoring 5 goals. Wonderful effort. And that's a win. Meanwhile, on the other stream, we have 1 minute to go. Czechia leading 5-3 over Finland. Both tied on 12 shots. And Great Britain has successfully won their group. Meanwhile, in the other ones, it's still undecided. And we're almost ready to start. The next match, but that will be in a couple of minutes. Hold on a sec. I just need to do something real quick. And by the way, I forgot to do this. If you can, please stand up for the British national anthem. Thank you. Now I have to check something. Yeah. Alright. This one is okay. And Czechia had managed to win against Finland 5-3. So congratulations to Czechia, and this does mean that Finland is out of the tournament. Same as Croatia and Latvia, and we'll see who will join them. Unfortunately, either Slovakia or France, Switzerland from Group D. Alright, I'll put the waiting screen and I'll dip for a while. Right, I'm back. Hello, and we'll get straight into the Netherlands-Germany match. Probably one of the most anticipated ones of the evening. So right now we are expecting 2 games to be played, which is of course on this stream we have Netherlands-Germany, and on the other one we have Poland against Team Europe. So right now we're waiting for the teams to join up. Both these teams, well, all 4 of these teams that are playing right now have already secured their playoff spots. It's just a matter of if they'll take the first one or the second one from their group. And we're ready to start. As we get into the lobby, and Netherlands playing in orange against Germany playing in black, and we're off to one of the most anticipated matches of this evening of the group stage, and Butterfly immediately scores one. Wonderful start for the Germans as they get one off their first shot. Haneminek couldn't react in time. Meanwhile, on the other stream we have Poland against Europe. And a goal for Germany once again. This time it's Kingis who gets past the defense of the Dutch pretty smoothly. Luka. Now it's Butterfly. Tried to make a shot but doesn't get past Luka. Now it's Dry. This is their first ever LC Nationals for the Germans. But it seems like they have brought full power into this. As the Flows versus Dry matchup, which we very much like, is beginning to turn for the German side. Luka tries to shoot the one in, but doesn't get the correct angle. Now Dry. Pass to Niklas. Ooh, wonderful and a dangerous shot. Now Luka passes to Milan. Milan doesn't get past Niklas. Very tough defense from the Germans. Now Milan To Luka, who has shot. Niklas makes another save. Now, and starts the next attack. It's over to Kingis. Now Butterfly. Niklas. Now flows. It's to Hanaminek. Over to Luka. Now flows. Butterfly. Passing to Kingis. Now Luka. It's Milan and Niklas fighting for the puck, but Luka gets it. And now Niklas makes a pass to Butterfly. And that's yet another attack for the Germans. But despite having a lot of attacks, a lot of them just end up being blocks for flows, which don't count as shots. Now Luka passing to flows, but it went a bit too far, so it gets to Butterfly. Now Kingis, and it's in. It went over the line, and Germany leads by 3. Oh, now Flo's making a save. It's Luka. Now to Hanaminek. Oh, now an intense attack from the Germans. I did not even know how to describe that, but Germany almost sending a 4th one in. Now Hanaminek passing to Flows. Over to Luka. Luka to Hanaminek. Was shot too dry, makes the save. Now Hanaminek again. It's Luka now to Flows. Flows makes a shot and is the first goal for the Dutch in this game. As my Wi-Fi seems to have slowed down quite a substantial amount. Now Luka. Over to Niklas, who Flows gets one out, and now it's Milan. And now Flows is out of the lobby. And Flows is back for the second period. shot from the Germans, unfortunately going wide. Now Flows on the puck. Trying to go forward. Now it's Niklas. Was shot. Oh, Hands couldn't crash it in. Now Dry. Dry again. Now Kingis and Luka fighting over the puck. Now Niklas was shot. Kingis. Now it's Henze. Flows to Milan. To Henze again. To Niklas. Was shot to Hanaminek. Wonderful save. And now Flows goes the other way and it's in. As the Dutch score the contact goal. Luka and Henze. On the face-off. Now Luka. Milan. Flows back to Milan. To Luka again. And Luka scores the equalizer. And the Dutch go crazy. Wonderful effort from the Dutch right here. And we're not even halfway done with the game. Luka shooting back, passing back to Hanaminek. Now Niklas starts another German attack. Henze. Now Hanaminek. Passing to Luka. Now Niklas. And just brings it in very calmly. And Germany gets a lead once again. Dry. To Kingis. Now Henze. Back to Niklas. Back to Kingis and it's in. Wonderful German attack. And they are once again 2 up against the Dutch. Luka. Tried to pass to Milan. Now it's Dry on the puck. And the Germans start in another attack. It's a fast pass to Kingis. Now back to Henze, but Flows gets in the way and starts a Dutch attack, but losing the puck to his own mechanical failure. Oof, now Flows could have passed to Milan for a header. Very tough miss there. Dry. Over to Niklas. Now Kingis. Henze. Now Flows. Luka. Dry. And Henze. Wonderful shot and it's in. Germany lead by 3. Hanaminek losing the puck to Henze. Now Milan. It's over to Flows. Back to Milan. The Dutch. Wonderful attack from the Dutch. As the Netherlands team struggles to put up goals or even shots right now, as Germany got back in the game. Now Flows. It's Luka now. Well shot, Dry makes a wonderful save. And now it's over to Kingis. Pass to Henze. Kingis again. Over to Henze. Ooh, very close attack. Now it's Milan. Now Niklas. Milan to Luka. Now Luka, ooh, wonderful shot. Milan. Luka tried to crash it but couldn't. Now Flows. And Flows puts it in for a hat-trick. And the Netherlands is only 2 goals away yet again. Milan and Dry on the face-off. Now Flows again, fighting with Dry over the puck. And missing his shot. Now Dry on the puck. As time runs out for the second period. Meanwhile, in the other game, it is 3-1 for Poland against Europe, with the second period almost coming to a close. And we're in the third period. 4-6 is the current score between the Dutch and the Germans. Henze passing to Niklas, but couldn't knock it in. Now Dry to Kingis, was shot and it's in! The 7th goal for Team Germany. Luka and Niklas on the face-off. Niklas and Flows. Now Henze, wonderful pass from Niklas. Off nearly the blue line. And Germany leads by 4. Which they haven't done yet in this game until now. Dry. Trying to get past Flows with the help of Niklas. Flows crashing into Dry. And now Team Netherlands gets the puck. Flows shooting wide. Dry. Luka. And the crash doesn't go in. Niklas makes a wonderful save. Now Milan tries to push it in. Now Luka, but this one goes wide. Now Henze on the puck. It's over to Flows to Milan, missing the net. Unfortunately, these kind of mistakes cannot be happening to the Dutch team if they want to secure a victory here, which it seems to be pretty far from. Now Kingis. It's Luka now. Over to Milan to Flows. Ooh, very close. Flows, and it's in. This shot actually goes in. And 2 minutes 41 remain. And the Netherlands are down by only 3 goals. Now Luka and Henze fighting over the puck. Niklas gets to it, now Dry. Dry passing to Niklas. Over to Kingis to Henze. And shoots wide. Now Luka. To Kingis. Now it's Milan. Now Hanna Minek. Over to Luka. And now it's Flows. Ooh, great shootings, great shots from these players. And the Dutch. King is over to Dry, and the Dutch get yet another attack starting. Flows gets it to Luka, one shot! Oh my god, that one was a laser beam. And the Netherlands move 2 goals away from tying the game. Now King is, now Niklas, and King is again. The Germans can't score. And now it's a tough attack as the Germans now push in. King is yet another block and yet another save, but this time King is actually scores and Germany leads 9-6. Henze makes another goal for Team Germany, and there is not that much time left. The Netherlands will have to score 4 in a single minute, and with a defense like Germany's and the possibility that they might score another one, it is very difficult to score 4 in a minute against them. Henze over to Niklas, and I think that's gonna be it as a 5-goal lead from the Germans with half a minute to go is pretty much indomitable. And now Henze it's to Kingis now, and a great shot to Hanaminek. Well, a great save from Hanaminek anyway. And Germany is gonna take this game and the first spot into the playoffs as well. And Germany wins 11-6. Wonderful game. Meanwhile, the other game is 4-4, Poland against Europe. And now, if you can, please stand up for the national anthem of Germany. Meanwhile, the other game is looking like it's going to be a Poland victory, 5-4 and there's only 3 seconds left, and yes, X-Coast is holding it, and Poland take the first spot from Group A. Okay. And that is it for the first 2 groups, and I'm just gonna and everybody is currently writing to me all at the same time. So if you're hearing this, please stop DMing me. I do not have the patience for all of this. Oh, okay. And as just as I said that, everybody said thank you for responding, and okay. And we're waiting for the last 2 games, which is gonna be on the Deo71 underscore stream. It's gonna be a wonderful matchup between Czechia and Sweden. Meanwhile, on this one, we are expecting a game between Slovakia and France Switzerland. And we seem to be heading into a wonderful matchup between Slovakia and France Switzerland. Both teams have lost to Great Britain in their first group matchup, and so now they have to fight each other, well, face off against each other, to see which one of them will take the second spot in the group to make it out to the playoffs. In the other stream you can see a match between Czechia and Sweden. And yeah, alright. And we're off. Starting the first period. And wait. That's the wrong arena. But how'd you just give me the lead with the wrong arena? Wait. Let's see what's going on in here. And we're here to start. And we're finally ready to start on the third attempt. Slovakia against France Switzerland. Slovakia playing in blue against France Switzerland playing in red. Now Wuzi gonna start with the puck. Now Mattinen. To Mishki, to Samik, who shoots it, and Angso, wonderful goalkeeping there. Now Woozy on the puck. It's to Xerx. Now Matinen. Over to Samik. Passes to Mishki. Now Nick. Samik. Back to Mishki. Woozy. And yes, we do seem to have a goalkeeping change for France Switzerland. We have Angso instead of Vavael, who was in the first game. Let's see how this will affect Team France Switzerland's performance, as they're now playing against Slovakia for the second playoff spot in Group D. Now, if my calculations are correct, then even a draw here would secure France Switzerland the playoff spot. And so, to Xerx. So Slovakia needs all 3 points from this. Wait, no, actually, yeah, actually they do. Guess they would be both on 2 points. Meanwhile, the other game, we have Czechia, Sweden. Sweden is already leading by 3 goals. And Czechia hasn't made a shot yet. Now Woozy. Matinen with a save. Now Mishki. Samik now, a shot and it's in. 1-0. Slovakia taking the lead. Wonderful pass from Mishki to Samik. And a wonderful goal. Now Mishki and Xerx fighting over the puck. Now Matinen to Mishki. Gaia over to Xerx. Back to Gaia. Shoots but doesn't get past Nick. Now Xerx to Angso. Now Gaia. Woozy on the puck to Gaia. Now Xerx. A pass off to Woozy. Now Mishki fights with Angso over the puck. Now Woozy gets in there. Angso. Now Xerx. Passing to Gaia. 60 seconds left in the first period. Gaia over to Woozy, but Nick gets to it first and makes a dump for Team Slovakia. Mishki. Now Gaia. Now Mishki again on the puck. Now Gaia goes the other way. Tries to find a pass but doesn't. Now Woozy in a dangerous spot. Now Xerx in that same one, but from the other side now. But Nick gets to it and stops Xerx from advancing. But now Gaia in a good position. Matinen makes a wonderful save. And it's now a long pass to Mishki, who shoots barely wide. Now Nick. It's over to Samik. And that's gonna be the end of period number 1. Slovakia taking a 1-0 lead. And period number 2 ready to start. So far, Sweden is leading over Czechia 5-0. Now Samik. And Woozy tries to get past Nick but doesn't. And now Gaia shoots one in! And the French equalize! Wonderful effort from the French. As Gaia scores yet another goal for the France-Switzerland team. Now Woozy. The Zorks now. Well, shoots and it's in! And France-Switzerland now lead this game. Zork starts another attack. And now this could be France's first ever win. Oh, but now Zorks hits the post throughout the entire field. But still a good attempt for a shot on an open net. Now Angso with a shot. Zorks now. Now Woozy. It's now to Samik. To Zorks. Zorks almost making it past Matinen. Now Team Slovakia is in big trouble. Oh, another great shot from Zorks. As the LC Nationals champions from a year ago are now facing a very strong French and Swiss attack. And now especially Zorks is showing up with yet another shot. Zorks passing to Gaia. Now it's Samik going the other way. It's to Angso. Wall pass, but it's only to Matinen. Now you have to know that even a draw in regulation, basically no matter who wins in overtime, if the game goes to overtime, then France-Switzerland advances to the playoffs. So Slovakia need all 3 points in order that they can make it themselves. Now long shot from Zorks. Great attempt. Now Gaia to Woozy. Now Angso on the puck. It's Matinen with a shot to Mishki. Now Woozy. And Mishki puts it in. And that's the game equalizer for Team Slovakia that they needed. But they still need to score one more, as a tie game just simply won't cut it for them. But Gaia goes the other way with a shot that goes barely wide. Now Woozy. Samik now on the puck. Now Woozy again. Ooh, great shot, but Matinen holds his ground. Now Mishki. Oh, and a shot from Nick. Very close to hitting in. Zorks. Nick. Passing back to Matinen. 60 seconds left in the second period. Now Nick again. Fighting with Zorks. Mishki trying to get in there. Mishki. But now Gaia sends the puck out. It's only to Nick. A very dangerous position. For... Ooh, now a great shot from Nick. That could have gone in. Now Woozy is on the other side. Oh, Gaia could have crashed that in. And now Mishki punishes. And Slovakia take the lead. It took a while, but Slovakia is back in the lead. And now France, Switzerland actually has something to do. But Zorks and Gaia completely tear apart the defense. And Zorks manages to equalize. Woozy. And now Samik has tried to shoot, but it's gonna be the end of period number 2 so far. 3-3. A good position for the French, as they need just 1 point out of this game, and that's gonna be enough to send them into the playoffs. Meanwhile, the other game between Czechia and Sweden, so far Sweden leading 8-1. No, Czechia actually scoring, so now it's 8-2. But there's 4 minutes left, and Sweden has shot 26 times. I think that game is pretty much decided, but that doesn't count for... Well, that story is not the same for this game, as we're getting a very intense, close matchup. And the question is, can France, Switzerland secure their first ever LC Nationals win? And a long shot from Woozy to completely change the pace of this game, to start off the third period. And that just took 6 seconds in order for Woozy to score in the third. And Slovakia is now once again 2 goals away from advancing to the playoffs, instead of France, Switzerland. And now Zorks bumps one in off a header. Wonderful assist from Gaia. And the French get another one, or this time rather the Swiss, as Zorks has now reached a hat-trick of his own. Now Nick over to Mishki, but Woozy gets the puck. Samik. It's to Angso now. Now Samik again. Oh, Mishki could have pushed that in. Now Matinen. Nick passing to Samik. Now it's Matinen. Well, long shot, and Samik pushes it in. And Slovakia is 1 goal away from equalizing. Mishki and Zorks on the face-off. Now Nick. It's over to Samik. Now Gaia and Samik fighting over the puck. Now Matinen passing to Samik. Now Samik again passing to Mishki. Nick. It's over to Woozy now. Zorks. Now Woozy. Nick. Great attempt there. Woozy. Now Angso sending it out. Nick. To Angso. Angso now again. It's a pass to Zorks. Oh, attempted pass to Gaia, but now Mishki and Nick punish and equalize the game. And Slovakia is once again 1 goal away from taking the lead, which is what they need. Zurks. So with the Nick now. Now Mishki makes a shot. It's over to Samik now, but Samik and Woozy fighting for the puck. Now Woozy. Now Zurks. Samik starting another attack, but just dumps it over to Angso, actually. Now Gaia to Woozy. Great attack from the French. And Gaia actually puts one in. And France, Switzerland is once again in a lead. Wonderful attack from the French. Now Zurks makes a shot. Ooh, that goes through everybody but hits the post. And now Mishki on the other side. Now Samik. Slovakia is very good at counter-attacking. But they need to score 2 more goals if they want to make it through to the playoffs. Now Woozy. Samik. Now Woozy. Tries to pass to Gaia. And now it's Angso on the puck. It's Zurks. And now it's over to Matinen. Last minute. Slovakia has to score 2. Nick. Doesn't get past Angso. And Woozy tries to dump that one out, but Samik and Mishki try to attack. And it's gonna be a crash in. And Samik equalizes, but they need one more. Mishki is immediately gonna start another attack. Matinen is to Zurks now. Last couple of seconds in the game. Zurks over the Gaia and it's in! And the French lead yet again. Wonderful find from Zurks to Gaia. And the score is now 6-7 in favor of the French now. And Zurks is gonna hold it for the last couple of seconds, but Nick almost getting through. And it's gonna be a crash in. Mishki scores. 7-all. But Slovakia still need one more. Do they remember that they need all 3 points? Yes, it's an all-out attack from Slovakia. But it's not gonna go anywhere. And it's overtime. As the Slovaks know what to expect. And France Switzerland has mathematically made it into the playoffs. And now let's see if they can win in overtime. It's Samik. Angso. Gaia. Zurks. But can France Switzerland claim their first ever LC Nationals victory? In this game against Slovakia. It's Zurks to Gaia. Now Matinen. Mishki. Great save by Zurks. Now Mishki again. Tries to push one through. But it's over to Gaia. As he now passes to Zurks. Back to Woozy. And Woozy once again on the puck. After a bit of skirmish. Now Nick over to Samik. Now Gaia. Angso. And Zurks. Now Woozy on the puck. Zurks. Moves forward to Woozy. And now Zurks again. Now Woozy with a shot. Wonderful defense for Mattinen. Now Angso is on the puck, passing to Woozy. Samik brings it forward to Mishki. It's over to Nick. Woozy now passing to Gaia. Woozy was shot, goes wide. Mattinen. It's over to Zurks. Now Nick over to Mishki. A counter-attack from Slovakia. Those have been very successful this match. But the French defense is already back for this second attack. But now Nick will attempt anything. Now Samik will shoot, goes wide. Nick. It's Angso now. Passing to Woozy. Now Woozy on the puck sends it, but not all the way to Gaia, as Samik was in the way. Zurks. Now Gaia. Now Woozy, oof. Tough interception, but now Woozy intercepts himself. Now Samik trying to get through Mishki. Both teams want at least one win on this tournament, even though Slovakia is already mathematically out from the playoffs, and they are still pushing. Mishki. It's to Gaia now, who dumps it away. We've already spent quite a while in overtime right now. But since there is no more games today after this could theoretically go on forever. Angso and Mishki on the puck. Gaia. Still Gaia. Shoots wide. Now Samik. It's pretty much free to do whatever. And Mishki sends it in for a Slovakia victory. And after all that, despite Slovakia winning, France Switzerland has made the playoffs. And it's a wonderful win for Slovakia, but not so wonderful when you put it in the context of the tournament. But if you can, please stand up for the national anthem of Slovakia. Thank you. And can we get a Gaia interview? Hello Gaia,
Yo, hi.
welcome on the LC Nationals interview.
Hi.
I'm just gonna do one more thing and I'll get to you,
Sure.
because I'm kind of managing all of the entire tournament as of right now.
Yeah, don't worry, don't worry.
Right, and this copy here. Okay. And I finally got notice that Sweden had beaten Czechia 11-3.
Okay.
in-
Sweden is pretty strong team.
Yeah, and you'll get to see that immediately tomorrow, as that is gonna be your first playoff opponent.
Yeah, I saw that it's gonna be a tough match, but we'll fight with all we've got.
Okay. Let's look if I can see the playoffs right now. Wait, no. I have to confirm. Anyway, Gaia, how do you feel after the group stage?
Yeah, the 2 games we played today were pretty hard, honestly. The 2 games were to overtime, and this was pretty close. We played pretty well, especially on the first game. We played the first period. We scored 3 goals, and then we came back. So yeah, we need to really focus more during all the match. And yeah, I think we played pretty well, but we have a few things that we need to fix for tomorrow, and hope we'll have to find what we need to improve and try to beat Sweden, hopefully.
Yeah, of course. And now, how does it feel? It's kind of a curious situation that you haven't won a single game, but you have still mathematically made it to the playoffs. I mean,
Yeah. At first we thought we were eliminated, but yeah, apparently because we went to overtime against both teams, yeah, we managed to get qualified to playoff. Yeah, that's
yeah, that is the thing, because of goal difference being a bigger tiebreaker as per the LC League rules than like head to head. Then that means that you have made it over Slovakia.
yeah. Yeah, let's hope for the best for tomorrow. We'll try to improve what we need to improve, like to find what made us like lose both games, because basically we lose both games today, but we'll try to improve and do our best against Sweden.
We have a question from chat. Gaia, in your opinion, who is the best player in the competition?
In the competition, that's a pretty tough question, but I would say probably like yeah, there's many good players on several teams, but I would say maybe Dem the Fish. He's pretty good.
Yeah, Damn the Fish is a very great player. Unfortunately, the Finland team has already been knocked out.
Unlucky. We won't have the chance to fight against them. But yeah, he's a pretty good player, I think.
Alright, let's release the playoff bracket. I mean, it's on the website already, but I can send it into all team chat right now. So yeah, who do you think is gonna be the favorites heading into tomorrow?
I think
if you have anybody to think of.
a player or a team.
Team.
Yeah, team. I think if we don't beat Sweden, it will be probably Sweden.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, because I think overall it's probably the best team, or maybe tied with maybe Poland or Poland or Germany. I don't know.
yeah, those teams also won their groups. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say Sweden, but I still hope that we can win against them tomorrow.
All right. Thank you for this interview, by the way. Oh wait, I have one more question from chat. Gaia, in which aspect do you think you need to improve as a team?
I think as a team we need to more improve our positioning and passing. Like we were a lot defending, so we were like 3 players defending and 1 a bit above, but we didn't manage to really counter attack when we had the opportunity. So yeah, probably the offensive placements, we need to improve that. But yeah.
Okay, and one more question, Gaia. Do you think the roster change between the 2 games of today was a good choice?
Yeah, I think both rosters went pretty well. We just need to improve. Like as a team, there wasn't like an issue with the composition or something. Yeah.
Alright, thank you for this interview. I wish you good luck tomorrow, and congratulations on making the playoffs.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. I am looking for somebody. Oh my. Oh.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, hello, Chick Hicks. Amazing show appearance you've made today against Team Slovakia. So, how would you rate your team today?
Fantastic. Honestly, I was a little scared going into today, but you know, when you've got a short notice tournament like this, you only got a couple of weeks to prepare. A lot of teams will have a group of players we all know each other, we're all friends, we're a team. And that's the big important part.
Alright. Do you think anybody from your team made a big impact on how you guys played?
I think everyone did all together. Obviously, Josh scored a lot of goals. But everyone was brilliant. Even Benny came on for 11 seconds. You know, he was just as big as anyone else. It's a team game.
Alright. Very nice. What do you think about your opponents for tomorrow, Czechia?
Yeah, very tough team. But again, I think they're a group of players. We're a team. So I think we'll have him.
Alright. Now, where do you see yourself after tomorrow?
Final minimum.
Final
we'll see.
minimum.
Yeah, we'll see where that takes us.
Alright. There's some pretty strong teams on your way there.
Mhm.
But you know, anything can happen, and you're obviously one of the dark horses of the tournament at this stage. I mean, even before I was calling it either Poland or Great Britain was the dark horse. And you're clearly showing that you have more than what it takes to absolutely dominate your opposition.
Absolutely.
Do you think Rob made a huge impact, or perhaps Josh?
Both of them were paramount to our win. Now that you've mentioned them, seeing how well they played today, I think I can change my prediction of final. I think we'll mercy rule Sweden. Even though there is no mercy rule.
There is no mercy rule, but you'll still mercy them.
Yeah.
You'll beat
And
them
if
so hard
Bjork
they'll
is-
leave mid-game.
Yeah, if Bjorks is listening out there, Flows and Snake Hub are coming for you. You'll know what I mean, sorry.
Oh, that's the ring raves.
You'll
Alright,
know what that means.
they're gonna do stuff. I don't exactly know.
No, just forget. I think that's enough for me. Thanks
Right.
for having me.
Alright. Thanks for the interview, and have a great night, and good luck tomorrow.
Too.
And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the playoffs. Have a great night.